Chapter 5 Season 4 is here, and we have some huge new tournaments and prize pool changes for competitive, as competitive got to see a little cash cup buff on EU and NA. And also for this season, Fortnite announced that there will be over $4 million worth of prizes up for grabs this season, and that does not count the FNCS Global Championship. And in this video, I'm going to break down everything from the competitive blog post for Chapter 5 Season 4, and go over the brand new platform reload cash cups, as well as go over the changes made to the loot pool for competitive, and also go over the new weapons and medallions and where you can find them. So let's get right into the video. And starting the video off, I want to go over the tournaments we will be having this season, and then go a bit more in depth for each one. And this season for tournaments, we will have duo cash cups once again, in both Battle Royale and Zero Build. And we'll also have brand new platform reload cash cups as well, which will be duos. Then we will have solo victory cups again, returning in the same game modes as last season as well, Battle Royale and Zero Build. Then we also have the brand new reload squad victory cups instead of just the squad victory cups from last season. And then lastly, we have performance evals once again. And now let me go over each tournament more in depth. And starting it off with the duo cash cups, we'll have 7 total cash cups this season, but there will only be 1 cash cup before the FNCS Global Championship, so pros don't really have too much practice ahead of them heading into the biggest LAN of the year, and I'm not really sure how I feel about this, as 1 cash cup before LAN isn't a lot of practice at all. But the prize pools did see an increase this season on both EU and NA, as winning a cash cup on either of these regions are now $10,000, which is $5,000 each, which is doubled from last season's $5,000 for winning, which is $2,500 each. And overall, on EU, there will be over $240,000 in cash cups this season. On NA, there will be over $210,000 in cash cups this season. And then on Asia, Brazil, Middle East, and OC, there will be over $80,000 in cash cups this season for each of those regions. And next we have the platform reload duo cash cups, which will actually be 2 rounds with the top 20 teams making set lobbies. And then in the finals, the top 10 make money on both PC and console, and they actually have the same exact prize pool for these reload cash cups. And then the top 3 make money on mobile and Switch. Yes, mobile and Switch tournaments will be making a return this season, as mobile is coming back to Fortnite, and mobile will be back in the iOS store, I believe, very soon. And here's the prize pool for the reload cash cups, and the prize pools are actually pretty good. On EU and NA, you make $5,000 if you win one of these, and overall, it's actually a pretty good prize pool, and it's not even the normal cash cups, it's a whole separate tournament. So this season has some insane prize pools. And next we have the Solo Victory Cup, and the Solo Victory Cup pretty much remains the same, 2 rounds, but they did change the amount of players that do make round 2 on pretty much every single region. On NA, the top 10,000 players make round 2 now. On EU, the top 15,000 players make round 2. On Brazil, the top 2,500 players make round 2. Middle East remains the same as last season. And then Asia and OC actually go down to 1,500 players making round 2. Then for Zero Build, they basically cut the amount of players in round 2 in half almost. NA is now 2,500 players in round 2. EU is now 3,000 players in round 2. Brazil, Middle East, and Asia is now 1,000 players in round 2. And then OC is now 600 players in round 2. So the Zero Build Solo Victory Cups are definitely about to get a lot harder. Then next we have the brand new Reload Squad Victory Cups, which will be 2 rounds as well, and the top 50 squads make round 2 on all regions. So there will be 5 lobbies running at once. And in round 2, if you win a game, you will get $250 per player in round 2 for a win. So a pretty solid prize pool for the Reload Squad Victory Cups. And then lastly, we have the Performance Eval, which is pretty much the same, but it is now on EU and NA, but NA is only Reload Performance Evals. I have no idea how that's going to work, but NA evals are back in a reload form somehow. And these eval cups this season come with a twist. Only the top 1,000 duos and series points from Chapter 5 Season 3 FNCS can compete. So these performance evals should be a lot more stacked on paper. We'll just have to see how they play out. I don't really know how it determines who got top 1,000 last season, especially if some of those duos split. So we're just gonna have to see how that works in the first one, because I'm honestly not too sure what exactly it means by top 1,000 duos, and if you still have to play with the same duo from last season to count to that. But moving on, the next thing I want to go over is the fact that the FNCS pickaxe is no longer going to be something only FNCS winners has, as the FNCS pickaxe will be rewarded to the winners of the Kuno and Renzo FNCS Cup, which will be this season, and it will also be coming to the item shop on September 4th. So the FNCS axe will no longer be exclusive to FNCS winners, and every single person in the world will end up being able to have this. But Fortnite did say they are going to make a third iteration of this pickaxe, and it's going to come out sometime in the future. But the fact that the FNCS axe is coming out to the public kind of ruins the whole entire purpose of the axe to me. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I'm sure you all will love having the FNCS pickaxe in your inventory. To me, I don't really know if I love this, but I think it'll be cool, and it's going to make them a lot of money. Hopefully they can put that into comp. The next thing I want to go over is the comp loot pool for this season. And this season, we will have the brand new Captain America shield, War Machine's arsenal, Striker burst rifle from chapter 3, which you can now put mods on, the Striker assault rifle, which is from chapter 5 season 1, the combat assault rifle, which is staying from last season, the Ranger pistol, which is staying from last season, the new Monarch pistol, which is a one-handed pistol, the hammer pump shotgun, the all new Sovereign shotgun, which is a lever action shotgun, the Gatekeeper shotgun returns from last season as well, dual micro SMGs, which are dual SMGs, very fast shooting, the Hyper SMG, which is another very fast shooting SMG, and then we also have armored walls, which are making their return this season. And I know you're wondering, looking at this list, where's the Stark rifle? It was in the trailer. The Stark rifle and the Stark Mythics did get added to the files and are going to be added in a future update most likely. So I don't know when that update's going to come out, but the Stark rifle and the Stark Mythics will be added to the game at some point this season. And that even includes the Stark chest. And then the last thing I want to go over are the new Mythics and the new Medallions and where you can find them. And starting at Castle Doom, you can find the Mythic Monarch pistol and Siphon Medallion. And the Siphon Medallion is basically the same as Chapter 5 Season 2, as it grants health and shield Siphon from eliminating opponents. So this probably won't be that good and competitive. Then at the Doom stat, you can find the Mythic Sovereign Shotgun and Stealth Medallion. And the Stealth Medallion gives temporary invisibility while crouched, kind of similar to the invisibility gauntlets. So this medallion is going to be absolutely useless, as this is one of the worst items of all time. As the invisibility gauntlets were one of the worst items ever, it doesn't even make you fully invisible, and you basically can't do anything while you're crouched. If you uncrouch or shoot your weapon, you instantly become visible to everybody, so this medallion is gonna suck. And then lastly, at the raft, we have the Mythic Burst Assault Rifle and the Reveal Medallion. And the Reveal Medallion occasionally reveals the location of nearby enemies, kind of like how some characters had a scan in them back in Chapter 4. And this is without a doubt the best POI, and this is a POI that is probably the most sought after for the FNCS Global Championship, and we'll have teams like Peterbot and Poyo and Swizzy and Vanya going to this POI for the FNCS Global Championship. So overall, the mythic weapons are decent, but once again, we basically have one good medallion and then two mid medallions, just like last season and the season before. I want you guys to comment down below your thoughts on this season so far, whether you've been playing so far this season or whether this is your first time learning about the new season from my video. I think this season has potential to be pretty good. Hopefully we see some updates, maybe adding the Stark Rifle and maybe some other content updates. But I think as of right now, this season looks pretty good. There's nothing that seems way too overpowered to me, but I haven't really played yet, so I'm just gonna have to play and see and get my full thoughts on the season so far. But if you guys did enjoy this video talking about the new season and talking about the new tournaments, it would mean a lot to me if you subscribe to the channel if you are a new or returning viewer and are enjoying my content. It would mean a lot to me if you did subscribe. And also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like so more people can see this video and learn about the new tournaments we have for this season and the comp loot pool and everything you really need to know for competitive heading into the season. That's going to do it for me in this video, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.